Good morning students. Welcome to grade 10 mathematics class. Okay. It's me Asha from the Department of Mathematics. Shall we start the class now? We are dealing with the chapter 2, numbers and sequences. Okay. Already we completed exercise 2.1 and we started fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Yes. We solved 2 example problems in that. Okay. Let's proceed that examples. Example 2.9. All of you take your second chapter note. That means numbers and sequences note and write example 2.9 which is in page number 45. Listen dear students. Example 2.9 is 7 into 5 into 3 into 2 plus 3 a composite number. Justify your answer. We need to check whether this number is a composite number. We need to give reason. If it is yes, we need to give the reason. Yes, justify your answer. Okay, first I am writing the given concept is 7 into 5 into 3 into 2 plus 3. Is there, how many terms are here? 2 terms. This one first term, this one second term. So, is there any common term in between these 2 terms? 3 is the common number. So, I am taking 3 as common outside. So, what will be the term inside? 7 into 5 into 3 we took outside, so 2 is the only number plus 3 we took outside, so 1. So which is equal to 3 into 5 2s are 10, 10 7s are 70, 70 plus 1 71. So which is equal to 3 into 71. What is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic we learned? Every composite number can be written as product of prime numbers. Here 2 prime numbers, 3 and 71. 71 also prime number. So 3 and 71 both are prime numbers. It is the product of 2 prime numbers only. So surely the answer is a composite number. Got it students? So by the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, by the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite number can be written as product of primes. Product of powers of primes. Product of powers of primes. So here 2 prime numbers, product. So resulting answer is must be the composite number. So this is therefore 7 into 5 into 3 into 2 plus 3 is a composite number. The reason is it can be written as 3 into 71. That's all. Since the given number is factorized in terms of 2 prime numbers, it is a composite number. What is the reason? Therefore, this is a composite number. By the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, every composite number can be written as a product of primes. This is a composite number since it can be factorized as product of 2 prime numbers. That's all. Very, very simple question. Okay, students. Shall we move for the next question? Next question, very, very important 2 mark. Okay, dear students, listen. Example 2.10, very, very important question. A and B are 2 positive integers such that A power B into B power A is equal to 800. We need to find A and B. First, we need to factorize this because it is product, no. So, we need to find the prime factorization. 800 can be factorized as 2. So, 400, again 2. 200, again 2, 100, again 2, 50, again 2, 25, again it is not possible for 2, we can check for 5, yes, 5, 5s are 25. Now 800 can be written as 2, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 power 5 into 5 how many times? 2 times. So 5 power 2. Otherwise, 800 is equal to 5 square into 2 power 5. 2 ways we can write, no. 2 power 5 into 5 square, otherwise 5 square into 2 power 5. So, okay, let's compare with this. On comparing with a power b into b power a is equal to 800. We get, what is the answer? In the place of a, what is present in the first here? 2. A is equal to 2. In the place of b, what is present? 5. In the second case, or a is equal to, in the place of a, what is present? 5. In the place of b, what is present? 2. So that's all. Very, very important 2 mark as well as easiest 2 mark. Okay. In the first 800, you need to factorize as prime factorization. Then we need to compare with the given question. Then we are getting the 2 answers. A is equal to 2, B equal to 5, otherwise A equal to 5 or B equal to 2. Is there any more problems? Example problems? No. All the example problems over. We can move for the exercise 2.2 now. Okay, are you ready? Okay, listen. Okay, dear students, listen. Exercise 2.2, question number 1. For what values of natural number n, 4 power n can end with the digit 6? First we can do the rough work, we can put normal numbers, let's understand the concept, then we can use for variables. So solution, for what values of natural number n? Natural number means the starting number is 1, 2, 3, etc. Will it end? No, the natural number does not end. So natural number n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Here 4 power n can end with the digit n, 6. For what numbers the 4 power n ending with the digit 6? We can check. 4 power 1 is equal to 4. It is not ending with the digit 6. 4 power 2, n equal to 1, 2, 3 we are putting. Okay. So 4 square is 16. It is ending with the digit 6. Yes, correct. So 4 cube is 64. Not ending with the digit 6. 4 power 4 is 64 into 4. 4 4s are 16, 24, 25. So 256. Yes, ending with the digit 6. So listen carefully. When n equal to even number, when n equal to 2, 4, then 6, 8. So when n is an even number means this number ending with the digit 6. Okay. So this is the rough work, you can check. Okay. Now write the concept clearly. 4 power n, how can we write? 2 into 2 the whole power n. Is it correct? That means 2 power n into 2 power n. So 2 is a factor of 4. So 4 power n is always, 2 is a factor means it's always, 2 power n is always even. 2 power n is always even. To end with the digit 6. But 4 power n is always even to end with the digit 6. So when n is a even number, 4 power n is always even number. Even number means 4, 6, 4, 6, always even number. So what number will it end with the digit 6? So when n equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, it will go like this. No? Select this 4 square to 4 power 4, even number only. No? So when n equal to even number, that is n is a even number, it will end with 6. That's all. So for what values of natural number n, 4 power n can end with the digit 6? When n is a even number, it will end with 6. It means 4 power n. Okay, got the concept, students? Very, very simple question. This by practically you can understand the concept like this, and you need to write this answer. The theoretical answer you need to write. Okay, this is the rough work only. This 5 work you need to write. 4 power n means 2 into 2. 2 is a factor means 4 power n is always even. 4 power n is always even, but when it will end with the digit 6, to end with the digit 6. So n is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 means surely it will end with the digit 6. Got this concept? Shall we move on the next one? Okay, listen. See the second question, dear students. If m, n are natural numbers, for what values of m does 2 power n into 5 power m ends with 5? Let's do the rough work first. 2 power n into 5 power m. So m and n are natural numbers only. So 2 power 1 into 5 power 1. What is the answer? 10. Is it ending with 5? No, it is not ending with 5. Then 2 power 2 into 5 power 2. So 4 into 5 2s are 5 5s are 25. So 100. Is it ending with 5? No, it is not ending with 5. So surely 2 into 5 which gets 10, no? See the rough work. Suppose 2 into 3 into 5 power 3 means here 2 into 2 into 2. Then 5 into 5 into 5. So any one answer 5 2s are 10 we can combine. No, 5 2s are 10. So automatically the last digit will come 0 only. The last digit will come 0. It will not end with 5. That is a practical example. Okay. When n equal to and m and n are natural number means 5 2s are 10. In every concept the 5 and 2 will come. 5 2s are 10. So the last number will come 0 only. Not with it will not end with the 5. Here also 2 cube into 5 cube means 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. For 2 2s are 4. 5 5s are 25. And see this answer 5 2s are 10. So whatever number may be, it is multiplied by 10 means the last number is 0 only. So it will never end with 5. Okay, let's see the concept. The answer I am writing here. Solution. Second question solution. Okay. So 2 power n into 5 power m. N is a what number? Natural number. M also natural number. So 2 power, then n equal to 1. 2 power 1 into 5 power m. Is it 2 means, multiple of 2 means it is an even number. Okay. It's an even number. When n equal to 2, 2 square into 5 power m, it is also even number because it is a multiple of 2. In such a case that n equal to 3 also, 2 power cube into 5 power m means 5 2s are 2. Since it is a multiple of 2, we are getting the even number. But we need to get ending with 5. Ending 5 means need to get odd number. Odd number means 5 we can end. Means need to get odd number. Therefore, 2 power n into 5 power n cannot satisfy the condition that ends up with 5. Okay, it will never satisfy because 2 into 5 means we are getting even number only. Multiple of 2 always be a even number. Every term 2 into 2 into 2 in such a way that we are not getting an odd number. Ending 5 means we need to get the odd number. So it cannot satisfy the condition ending with 5. So it is not possible. Shall we move for the next question, third question? Very simple question. Find the HCF of 25, 25, 25. That means 2,52,525 and 3,63,636. Okay. Here, suppose in examination they will ask find the HCF by fundamental theorem of arithmetic. In that case, you should use the fundamental theorem of arithmetic only. But sometimes if they ask find the HCF simply means you can use the division algorithm also. That means Euclid's division algorithm. That concept also you can use. But here it comes under exercise 2.2. We are already how to solve by using Euclid's division algorithm. So now I am going to teach how to solve using fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay. So fundamental theorem of arithmetic means every composite number can be written as product of primes. We are going to factorize this and then we are going to write as product of prime numbers. After that we are going to find the HCF. Got the concept, students? Okay. Listen. 25, 25. It is possible to divide it by 5. Correct. So 5, listen carefully. 5 5s are 25. What's the next number? 2. It is not possible. So put 0. Then combine two numbers. 5. Again 2 is not possible. So put 0. Then again 25. That is 5 times. Got it? So then move for 5. So 1 0 1 0 1. Again it is possible for 3. Yes, because the addition, the sum is divisible by 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. It is divisible by 3. So this number 10,101 is also divisible by 3. 3 3s are 9, balance 1. Then again 3 3s are 9, balance 2. 6 3s are 18, balance 2. 7 3s are. Got it, students? Okay. Then 10, 8, 6, 7, 8. No, it is not possible. No. Shall we give for seventh table? So seventh table, if you give means how many times? 4 times 28. Then 5 balance 8, 1. Got it, students? After that, we can give for 7. It is not possible. We can check for the next prime number. 2 not possible. 3 not possible. 5 not possible. 7 not possible. What's the next prime number? 11. 11 also not possible. 13. We can check for 13. So 13 if you give means we are getting 13 into 3 means 39. So 3. After that, how many balance? 9, I think so. Correct? 9 balance, that is for 7. Okay, 91, that's for 7. 37 is a prime number. So we can stop up to this. Then also we need to find 3,63,636. So give for 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Correct? Then again for 2, listen carefully, 6 2s are 12. 1 is not possible, so put 0, then 6. Then 1 is not possible, put 0, then 6. After that again 2, 3 0 3 0 3. Again for 3, 1 0 1 0 1. We got this step, correct? So we can copy this concept. 3 3 3 6 7. Then again 7 4 81. Again for 13 and lastly we get 37. So okay. By fundamental theorem of arithmetic, you need to factorize. Then we need to write as power of prime number. So now 2,52,525 is equal to 5 square into 3 into 7 into 13. Got it? 3,63,636 equal to 5 not at all multiple. 2 cube into 3 square into 7 into 13. Now what's the HCF? HCF common, greatest common multiple, correct? Yes, GCD. We are going to find the GCD. Select the common numbers. Here 13 and 13 common, correct? Then 7 and 7 common. After that 3 and 3 square, which is the least. GCD means you need to select the least power. LCM means you need to select the highest power. Here common only. So 3 and 3 square, the common is 3 only. Okay, let's write that. 13 into 7 into, here 37 is also there. Here also 37. So 37 also common. Into 37 into, here 3 and 3 square, which is common? 3 is common. HCF means you need to select the least power. Okay, let's multiply this. Here 13 into 7, 91 into 37 into 3. 37 into 3 means 21, 9, 10, 11. 111. So 111 when multiplied by 91, 111, 999. So 101, 9, 10, 11. 10,101. So this is the HCF. That's all. Suppose if they ask by Euclid's division algorithm means you need to write that concept. A is equal to B cube plus R. That concept you need to write. Otherwise, simply if they ask a HCF means you can use Euclid's division algorithm. Otherwise, this method. So first you need to prime factorization. After that, write the common terms. Select the common. And after that, multiply. You will get the answer easily. Okay. Shall we move for the fourth problem now? Okay. Listen students, very simple problem. Listen dear students, if 13,824 which is equal to 2 power a into 3 power b, find a and b. So in such a case that this is product of primes, correct? 2 and 3 are prime numbers, product numbers. So this also we need to, this composite number, this is a composite number, we need to write as a product of prime numbers. So the first thing we need to factorize this, 13,824. By factorization 2, how many times? 6, 9, 1, 2. Again 2. 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8, balance 1, 5, then 6. So again 2. 1 2 is 2, balance 7. Here 2 and 8. Correct? So again 2. 8 2s are 16, 6 2s are 12, 4 2s are 8. Then again 2, 4, 3, 2. again 2, 2, 1, 6, again 2. This step you need to write carefully 1, 1, 2 is 2, 1 is not possible, so put 0 and then 16, so 8. So again 2, 5, 4. Then again 2, 27. Again 3, 9 and again 3, 3. Got it, students? This is the main work. Don't use it as rough work. This is the main work. You need to write in the center. Now 13,824 equal to 2 power a into 3 power b. But 13,824 how can we write? 2 power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct? So 9. 2 power 9 into 3 power. 3 power how many numbers? 3 numbers. Therefore on comparing we get, what is the answer? Compare with this. A is equal to, in the place of A what is present? A is equal to 9. In the place of B what is present? B is equal to 3. So this is the answer. Is this easy? Yes. Very simple 2 mark. Okay. Every student need to learn this problem. Okay. Shall we move for the 5th question now? Okay dear students, listen to the question. Question only, somewhat big question, but answer is very simple. The same exercise 2.1 only. Okay. If P1 power x1, P2 power x2 into P3 power x3 into P4 power x4 equal to 1,13,400. Okay. Where these P numbers are primes in ascending order. This number we need to write in ascending order only. P1, P2, P3, P4 means prime numbers in ascending order. Ascending order means smallest to biggest number. And x1, x2, x3, x4 are integers. The power numbers are integers. It is not the prime numbers. It is somewhat integer. Positive integer. Okay. Find the values of P terms and X terms we need to find. Okay. These are all under multiplication. Product of prime numbers. Because P1, P2, P3, P4 are prime numbers. So it is sure we need to write that this 1,13,400 we need to write as a product of prime numbers. Shall we do this problem now? Okay. So given, what is the given thing? P1 x power 1 into P2 x power 2 into P3 x power 3 into P4 x power 4 equal to 1,13,400. Now our aim to factorize this. How can 2? We can give it for 2. 5 2s are 10, balance 1 6, balance 1 7. Okay. Again 2. 2 8 3 5 0. Again 2. 1 4 1 how much balance? 7, correct? 7 5. So now possible for 5. So 5. 2 5s are 10, balance 1 8, then also 1 3, then also 2, so 5. So again for 5. 6 5s are 30. 5 5s are 25, balance 3, 6 5s are 30, then 7. So now it is possible for 3, whether it is possible? 3 also possible. 12, 18, yes. And we can give for 7. Because 7 8s are 56, 1. Now we can give for 3. 27, again 3. 9, again 3, 3. Okay, got the concept? So, I am writing the answer here. Now, prime numbers we need to write in this one in ascending order. P1 means the smallest prime number. Here what is the smallest prime number? 2 is the smallest prime number. So we can write it as 2 first. 2 power how many number? 1, 2, 3. So 3 into, next P2 means next prime number. Ascending order. Smallest to biggest. So next of 2, 3 is present. So 3 power 1, 2, 3, 4. So into 4 into next number 5. 5 power 2 into 7 power 1. Here 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime numbers and it is in ascending order. The power numbers are integers. That's no problem. Which is equal to this one. Then compare this statement and comparing this. What is the answer we are getting? So on comparing, we get P1, P2, P3, P4. Similarly, x1, x2, x3, x4 also we need to write. What is P1, P2, P3, P4? The base numbers. Here P1, P2, P3, P4 in base. So here also P1, P2, P3, P4. 2, 3, 5, 7. So 2, 3, 5, 7. After that, x1, x2, x3, x4, power numbers. 3, 4, 2, 1. So, 3, 4, 2, 1. That's all. The concept is easy, no? Okay. In class of note, you need to write like this, and these steps you need to write in the next page, okay? Not like this. Okay, dear students, listen. Question number 6. Find the LCM and HCF of 408 and 170 by applying fundamental theorem of arithmetic. In this question, they specifically mentioned which concept we need to use. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So, we need to factorize this, prime factorization. Whenever they are asking fundamental theorem of arithmetic, you need to use the which concept? Prime factorization. We need to write as a product of power of primes. So, 408, first we are factorizing 2, 204, again 2, 102, again 2, 51. Again it is possible for third table, correct? So 1, 3 is 3, balance 2, that is 17. So 17 is the prime number, we can stop up to this. After that 170, we can factorize like this 2, 8 2s are 16. 16, 5. Then we can give for fifth table. 1, 5 is 5, balance 3, 17. Okay. So 408 can be written as 2 power 3 into 3 into 17. 170 can be written as 2 into 5 into 17. So first thing we need to find the LCM and the HCF. So HCF means GCD. GCD means common. What is the common here? 17 is common, correct? 17 is common. So 17 into GCD means, otherwise HCF means least power you need to choose. 2 power 3 and 2 power 1, which is the least? 2 power 1. So what is the answer? 34. Then we can select the LCM. LCM means first we need to select the common. Common is 17. Power, highest power need to choose. So 2 power 3. And whatever additional terms, you need to write that additional term also. Here 3 and 5 are the additional terms. So 3 into 5. Got it? Then we need to multiply this. 17 into 2 cube. 2 into 2 into 2. 8 into 5 3s are 15. Okay. Shall we multiply this? 17 into 8. 56. Then 13 into 15. So 30, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6, 6, 3, 1. So 4, 1, 10, 1. 2040. That's all this question. The question they asked the LCM first. So LCM is equal to 2040 and HCF is equal to 34. Is it easy, students? Yes. Okay. Okay, dear students, mark the homework problem. Exercise 2.2, question number 9. The previous two problems, 7 and 8, we can deal in the next class. Up to 6 problems over. Now the question number 9 is homework. I am giving some outline. Using that outline, you can solve this question. Okay. Find the least number that is divisible by the first 10 natural numbers. What are the first 10 natural numbers? The first 10 natural numbers are. What are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it? So, find the least number that is divisible by. You need to find the least number. You should divide it by all the numbers. So, that is to find. We need to find the LCM. We need to find the least number. No. So, least common multiple of these numbers. That is divisible by all the numbers. So, LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, this is your work. So, every number you need to write as a product of prime numbers using fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So, let's do like this. 1 is equal to 1 only. 2 is equal to 2 into 1. 3 is equal to 3 into 1. 4 is equal to 2 square. 5 equal to 5 into 1. 6 equal to, like that you need to write 2 into 3. 7 equal to 7 into 1. Then 8 equal to 2 cube. 9 equal to 3 square. 10 equal to 2 into 5. Sum over, no? Okay, you need to find the multiplication factor, okay? So, LCM equal to, how can you find? Select the common. Is there any common? No common. And along 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 power 1, 2 cube, 2 power 1. Select the highest power. Then for 3 also, then for 5 also, then for 7 also. Then is there any additional term? You need to put that number also. And at last you need to find the answer like this. Very simple question. Mostly half of the portion I wrote. You can complete the remaining only. Understand the concept and do this problem. And after completing your work, you can check with the book back answer also. Okay students, the remaining problems we can see in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.